Do you feel stuck? Do you feel hurt and lost and lonely? Do you ever feel depressed and broken and struggling to get over past traumas and struggling to move forward in life, just feeling hopeless? Well, if that's how you feel, please stick around and listen to this video, and please come on this journey with me as I share all the methods that I've personally learned to heal my own life, heal from deep within, heal my mind and my heart. So welcome to Healing from Within. Welcome to this channel, and I ask you to join me. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Please hit that notification bell so that you get notified when I upload, because I am on this journey, and as I shared on all my videos, I'm just here sharing with you all the methods, all the keys and tools that I've personally used to heal. So I share on my different videos, different traumas that I've gone through in life, just to show that it's possible to heal. Sometimes I feel like we need a bit of inspiration. We need to know that someone's been there and they've felt the way that you felt. They've gone through the things you've gone through, and they've come out the other side and they've found a way to completely, truly heal. So sometimes we feel like maybe doctors don't understand when we go to the doctors and they give us antidepressants and they just give us like a sheet of paper with some do's and don'ts and things that we should do to help ourselves, you know. Sometimes we feel like we go to these programs and they don't really know how we feel. So I personally feel like if I can use my journey for good and help anybody else, just one person, one of you out there who can really use my methods to help you and to hear my story, hear the things that I've gone through, and say, okay, if she's gone through all that abuse and she's healed and turned her life around, then I can. If she's been homeless and really struggling to turn her life around and to make money and to become prosperous and to change her stars, then I can. So that's why I share my journey. So if you go back through my videos, you'll see all the different traumas, all the different things that I've gone through, you know, different things like nasty divorce, narcissistic abuse, abuse in lots of different areas of life, so many traumas, loss, and homelessness and brokenness and deep depression and suicidal. So I only share these things to let you know that it's possible to heal. I don't share them for to relive any of my journey, because I don't. After I've shared my story, then I kind of brush off, you know, all of this, and I go about my day and do the things that help me to prosper, or I get back to my work, or I get back to what I have to do that day, and I don't think about it. It doesn't affect me. That's why I'm able to share it. But I feel like if we all helped one another with our own stories and journey, and we all spread our positivity, then this world will be a much better place. We could help one another. I'm all about promoting others and helping others and being one of them girls who uplifts other women, you know, finds the positivity in everything. I mean, I don't know whether you can tell through my videos, but I'm a very, very positive person now. But just a few years ago, I was a very negative person. And one of the things that I really realized that in our journey of healing is we have to change our speech and our thought patterns, and from negativity to positive. If you're negative all the time, thinking, well, you know, thinking about the trauma, thinking about the things you've gone through, and saying, well, you don't even know what I've been through, and you know, how do I face the day? And if your mindset is negative, if your speech and your self-talk is negative, then how can you have a positive life? How can you heal? How can you be free? But I get it, because I've been in that situation myself. So I know what it's like when depression takes over your mind. It's like a dark fog. It's a darkness that you feel stuck, like you can't move forward and you can't break free. And even if people tell you, do this method, do that method, try this, tell yourself this, then you find you can't, and it makes you angry that people are telling you to do these things and you can't, because you feel absolutely stuck and broken, especially when you get to the place that I was at, where I had a complete breakdown, where the suicidal thoughts and attempt happened. When you get to that lowest of the lowest, where you think there's no return, especially then, it doesn't matter what people keep telling you. Tell yourself this, do this. And I know for me, I've told you that I grew up in church. I was a minister's kid and a minister's wife for a long time. And I found the least sympathetic people. I hate to say this and I don't want to be mean, but maybe just because what we've been taught in church. I mean, I know for me that I was brainwashed in certain ways as well, in really faulty thinking. So I don't blame anyone, because we're all on this journey. But I had so many people saying, you can't be depressed like that. Tell yourself to break out of it. You're a child of God. Tell yourself you're a child of God. And so if I was feeling low and feeling down, I would feel like I had to hide it all the time. I couldn't let anybody know I felt like that, because it didn't portray a Christian or a godly woman. And so I was broken. If you go back through my videos, you see all the different traumas, what led me there. And through life, all the way through, I'd gone through so much heartache. And my method, because of my mindset in the church and the Christianity, I thought I could never show how broken I was. I had to pretend that I was this healed, free person. I had to portray this woman who was there with her hands raised high and being this spiritual being and being able to counsel and help everybody else and lead everyone else to the light and to God. And so I couldn't show that I was broken. But really deep down, all the different traumas, what I was doing is I was putting them in a shelf. It was like I was putting them in a box and putting them on a shelf. So I dealt with, in young life, some bad, some sexual abuse, and I put it on a shelf, put it in a box on a shelf and pretended it never happened, blocked it out like it never happened, tried to. And I'd gone through a lot of name calling and bullying throughout my childhood. I told you all that I had encephalitis, brain virus, lost my memory, couldn't walk or talk, and it left me with a real poor memory, and all the labels and the name calling and being pushed through school and not being able to achieve, not being able to learn, because I've always taken a long time to learn something. Like it has to become a way of life, like something I do constantly to learn it. So that made school pretty hard. That made learning to read like a journey, learning to spell a journey. So everything I've done is always like coursework and journey work. So for me, all that bullying and name calling, it sticks in your brain, you know, all that negativity you take on board and it sticks in your brain. And so all the way along, everything I've always just like put it aside like it didn't happen, put it on a shelf like it didn't happen, and just gone along life. And I did that all the way through every single thing I dealt with. Can't go through everything because it takes hours, so go back through my videos, but everything all the way along I would put on a shelf and forget it happened and go on like I was this amazing spiritual woman, like and able to lead other people, you know, and guide other people. But then it came to the point where I couldn't do it anymore and I crashed. Like the last straw happened, and then that was it. Mental breakdown. And if you go back through, you'll see that the topping on the cake for me was probably when my marriage fell apart, but up and just before that my mum had passed, and a lot of sickness in the family and my children, so, and homelessness and lots of different things happened. So I just completely cracked, and that was that. and I didn't think there was any way forward. And mine was so negative, and I couldn't break free. And it was at that point when people would say, you know, snap out of it, tell yourself this, tell yourself that. So I know how frustrating that is. So if you feel like that, you feel frustrated, because everyone's got all these methods thrown at you, but you can't seem to figure it out. You can't seem to do it. And you're like, really, it makes you more depressed, doesn't it? Like for me, sometimes it made me more depressed, or a little bit of help would come, and I'd do good, because I did this little course somebody invited me along to. I think I even talk about it in one of my first videos. Someone invited me to this one called Celebrate Recovery, where you work on your whatever issue you've got, whether it's depression, brokenness, whether it's addiction, whether it's whatever it is. You go to this course, and they help you. You work through your own stuff in this course, and I found it was good, helped for a little bit, where I had people to talk to. I was learning new methods, but it was only like a course for like a couple of months, and then it was gone. Then I was back to, okay, what now? I'm back to being alone, back to struggling, and back to not sure how to move forward. So then I went back downhill again, because then more traumas happened in my life, which I've shared with you, and I didn't have anywhere to turn. So I understand if you're saying, if you're getting angry, you're getting mad, and you're getting upset because everyone's throwing these different methods at you, but then it's not working. And actually, I just read this whole thing about antidepressants, how there's not much difference between them and sugar pills. Now, this is just new research coming out and stuff, but I know for me, they didn't help me at all, actually. And actually, it made me more I was feeling more suicidal when I was taking them. And if you look at the side effects, some of the side effects say, you know, you can get suicidal thoughts. Have you ever watched them commercials on them when it's talking about different pills for different sicknesses? But it tells you all this list of side effects. And I always laugh, and I'm like, but why would I want to take it then? If I get rid of one sickness, forget another one. But that's how it was for me with antidepressants. They didn't work. So I was still stuck, and I was angry with people who always tell me what to do. Try telling yourself you're healed, tell yourself you're free, tell yourself that you can do this, you know, tell yourself you're a child of God and you're different, and it didn't work. So I do get it. So, but when I'm asking you to take a chance, I'm asking you to go back through my videos and see all the methods that I took, because it wasn't one thing what worked. It was a combination of methods, and I'm not gonna judge or say, you know, if you're finding it hard to make any of these methods work. But what I do want to say to you is, one of your big things you gotta change. I had to, and it took me a while to really grasp what this meant. Change your self-talk. Change the things you say. Catching yourself is a big key. I mean, like, you know, we say things without realizing, but catching yourself in this self-talk, catching yourself on what you're speaking over yourself and your thoughts, because it's not just what you're speaking over yourself, but what are you thinking? What kind of things are you thinking about is what you attract. Now, I was new to law of attraction, and I didn't really understand it, but the more I study it, the more I realized that actually there's got to be a lot of truth in that, because what's around you, you seem to attract. And have you ever been one of them people who say, you know, like, if you said there's no good guys out there, I only attract bad people or narcissistic people. But you know what? It's true, because the more you say it, the more you think it, the more that's what you bring in to your energy field. So what you keep speaking and saying, have you noticed that people, I'm talking about my own life here, like, who have been abused attract more abusers? I worked for a number of years in a children's home, and some of the stories of like being abused over and over again, I'm like, this is madness. Like, it's like abusers just attract that person. And I found that in my own life, like, you know, the same kind of patterns and the same kind of things happened over and over and over again. And it's took till I'm on this journey to realize why. To realize if you keep speaking it and saying that they attract to you, if you keep thinking that all I'm good for is this, that, the other. I used to think I was only good for waiting on everybody else. My life was all about just being there for everybody else, but no one me. But I'd say these things and think these things, and guess what? That's all I attracted. I used to think that it was wrong to look after myself. I'm now realizing that it's not. I used to think that it was wrong to spend any money on myself. I'm now realizing it's not. You know, like this is just one incident for you. Is like I have crooked teeth. Not hard for you to see that. And I used to think that I could not spend money on that, even though in my heart I really wanted to have straight teeth. But I felt like I couldn't spend money on that when there's poor people out there. Like, somebody can't afford a meal and I'd spend money on myself just to look better. I know it's the wrong mindset, and I know it now, but I didn't know it all my life till now. And so my kids have braces and have lovely teeth. Like, I would want that for everybody else, but for me, I used to think that I can't spend money on myself. Even clothing, like all the cheapest clothes, everything. But not because I didn't want it, or not because I felt like it was wrong, because I love to see somebody being able to treat themselves or get a nice purse or a nice whatever. But for me, I used to feel like somebody's hungry. I would rather take the money, go feed the poor. I'd take the money and go help in another country, in a third world country. I don't know. I just had this mindset that wow, why would I spend that money on me when there's that in the world? But I didn't realize the journey that we're all on. I didn't realize that I'm supposed to take care of myself and look after myself. And if I don't love myself, how can I take care and love others? I didn't realize all of that. So I'm learning and changing. But depression and sadness and brokenness and trauma and all these things, they're attracting to us from our self-talk. We stay in them because of our mindset and our self-talk. So it's been a journey, because it didn't happen overnight. So if you're getting frustrated and you're saying, I still feel broken over my life, you know, you don't know what I've been through. You don't know the horrible divorce and the horrible abuse and the horrible heartache. Yeah, I do. Go back through my videos. Yes, I do. I get it. But do you want to heal? Do you want to be free? That's my question to you. I had to ask myself, do I want to be free? And guess what? I did. I wanted to be free. I wanted to heal. So I went on this journey to change my mindset, to heal my life, to heal my heart. And my big thing is the method by Dr. Caroline Leaf. I always talk about it. That's because it's working on retraining your brain from being negative to positive, retraining the brain from all the damage of the depression, all the damage of the trauma. And she's a neuroscientist, so she's done studies after studies after studies for years and years and years, and lots of other neuroscientists who are realizing that the mind and brain connection and how depression and brokenness and trauma can affect the brain. Have you seen brain scans of a depressed brain and a healthy, normal brain? You will see the complete difference. The darkness over the brain, which is depressed, because it is like brain damage. So you are like you're sick. But there's a way to reverse it and heal it. And a lot of it is about the self-talk and the mindset and really retraining your brain to heal and to be positive. So for me, sometimes, you know, things will come up and I might have a negative thought, or I might get stressed. Sometimes I have to work on my reaction to things, because I immediately want to break down crying or get stressed over something. But you know what? I stop and I do some deep breathing. And then I think, and if I blew it a little bit by getting stressed about the situation, and I'll say, I'll observe that I did that and say, okay, so what could I have done differently? How I'm going to change that? And next time, this is what I'm going to do. You know, instead of beat myself up, which I used to do, but now I realize that it's just a journey. And on this journey, I'm just learning. You know, I watched a video, because I told you that I always watch some podcasts and some videos uploaded on YouTube at first thing in the morning. I watched a couple by Master Sri Kashner this morning, and one is one today. I really resonated, and I really got a lot from it. Every time I watch these videos, I put them on my Healing From Within Facebook page just so that you can watch them. I got a lot from it because I've been a bit confused about a few things he's talking about, you know, about changing my stars and about the journey I've been on and stuff, but actually it clarified a lot of it. And so rather than me tell you it, go watch that video, his new one from today, and I've put it on my Facebook, Healing From Within Facebook page. But I watch some of these inspirational teachers. I watch Lewis Howes, Jay Shetty, Dr. Caroline Leaf, Master Sri Kashner. There's a few others as well that I've added to the list that I'm really getting a lot from. Obviously you can't sit there watching them all day, but through the pandemic, actually, that's when it started. I did sit there watching them all day, and that's when I started applying some of these methods to my life. And I started on the brain detox with Dr. Caroline Leaf and rewiring my brain, turning it around. So I've been on that journey ever since. And I've took some ups and downs because sometimes I was doing good, then I found that I didn't grasp it or change it. I think I took longer because it took me a lot to actually get rid of some of my old belief systems, because if you can throw them out the window and say, my belief systems are just not working, so I'm willing to open up to listen to someone else's, then you will find that actually it might happen quicker. It will happen quicker. But for me, I think I took a bit longer because I couldn't get my head around some stuff, and I was like, is that really real? And also some old energies that I was really struggling to break free from. And the mindset of when you're stuck in poverty, your mindset is like scarcity and worried about finances and how you're going to pay your bills and everything. And when you've had lots of trauma, you tend to I don't know, protect yourself and guard yourself and be stuck in these certain ways of believing. But I'm here today to tell you that if you are like I was, stuck with hopelessness, feeling like broken, didn't know how to survive, didn't know how to change your stars, and just felt like, I just felt so lost in life. If you're like me and you were struggling with any of that, and feeling suicidal, you don't want to live, I ask you to come on this journey with me. Please give it a chance. Please give me a chance by watching these videos and coming on this journey with me. You know, if you've got anything you're really struggling with, I ask you, put it in the comments below. Anything you want me to talk about or share about or research about, because I'm on my own journey too, so I'm always looking it up and researching and finding great people, inspiration and new teachings and stuff. So if there's anything that you want me to speak about, anything that you're really struggling with, or you're stuck in, please put it in the comments. Please let me know, because I will share about it and I will figure it out too if I don't know the answers, but I'll give you the keys and tools that I've found. I wrote a little book that I published on the first so many steps that I took, what actually revolutionized my life. The steps that I took to really start changing from the inside out and start healing my brain, healing my hurt. And so I will put the link below, but if there's anything you want me to share on, please let me know and I will do, because you know what, right? This is a journey and I'm sharing with you my journey, and it didn't happen overnight, and there's lots of methods that I took, but I'm here to tell you that I healed from the inside out, and I'm now living an amazing, abundant life. I'm not saying that it don't come with its challenges. Sometimes I live in this world. I'm on this human journey, but I'm loving life. A few years ago, I could not say that, and I couldn't even fathom that there'll be a time that I love life. But I do, and I feel so positive all the time. And even like on the occasion when the little negativities start to come in, I quickly do some deep breathing, and then when I do some deep breathing, it's all clear, and I'll do the methods that I need to do to change my day or change my mindset and heal. And so I want you to know that you can heal. You can heal from depression. You can heal from brokenness, from the worst type of trauma ever: sexual abuse, physical abuse, narcissistic abuse, a terrible relationship breakup, terrible divorce, abandonment, being cheated on, homelessness, and poverty. I mean poverty in the full sense of the word, of having no home, don't know how you're going to eat, or provide for your children. I mean, listen, you can heal. If I can, you can. So please come on this journey with me. Please give me a thumbs up if you got anything from this video. It's nice to know that, like, you know, I maybe can help others with this journey, because that's all I want to do. I want to spread my positivity, and I want to be a light worker and help the world and help anybody, if it's just 1, 2, 3 people. But please share with anyone you know who's struggling with any of these things, because if I can heal, you can. And so I just want to help you on this journey that you can heal. And so until next time, I'll see you soon. Bye.